Alright guys, F350, if you haven't been following along, this is our truck that we bought out of California. Took it home, blew it apart, installed a Caterpillar diesel out of a school bus and an Allison transmission, King Ranch interior, and made this truck completely new. But when you do that, stuff does break. So all summer we've been fixing a couple bugs, and in today's episode we're going to check out MPGs, how it tows. We're going to be driving at 1,300 miles down to Texas. Hopefully it makes it. We're picking up a truck. If it does not make it, we will have to tow it back with this thing, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Can't believe it's already been 29 episodes on this. That's because this takes a pile of work, and I know you guys have projects on the go as well, so just a quick reminder, today is the last day to register for our Milwaukee giveaway. Every $5 you spend on the merch store gets you an entry to win $1,200 worth of all new impact tools, ratchets, and lights from Milwaukee, my favorites, so that you can build something like this as well. Excellent episode coming up. We had a lot of fun with this. Here we go. Okay, so this is our 28-foot car hauler. Torque converter lockup. We got a running, moving truck. We're having trouble turning right. It turns left, no problem. It doesn't want to turn right anymore. Prepping the truck to go to a nice long road trip. I cannot get this filter to stop leaking. We sprayed oil under here again. You want a good feeling? Build a cool truck and then drive 2,000 miles. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple things to the F350, mainly step bars, because my girls can't climb into this thing. It's kind of embarrassing watching them struggle to climb in. So we bought step bars for it way back, but I was intending for those to go out and drop with air, because we've got our onboard air and all our sensors to open doors and drop the suspension and stuff. But unfortunately, that's a winter thing because we got other stuff that needs to be done too. So I'm gonna throw those step bars on, and everything else has been relatively trouble-free. And I got the clip for the wipers, I got to put that back on, and I got to tune it, bring it back to Josh, and make sure that we can get faster than 95 kilometers an hour. So here we go. This is the bracket for whatever we bought. I'm not even sure what it was meant for, but I know that whatever I buy I modify anyway, so I don't have to worry about it too much. And I think that's supposed to go on the inside of a rock or somewhere, but here the step bar is way too far in, so I need it like right here, so it actually does something. Just sticking even with the tires, so right about there. All I have to do is cut off this bracket. I have these angle iron, 1/4-inch angle iron, which I'm going to pull up in here, and then weld the bracket to wherever I need it to go. And now that I'm thinking about it, I had this complicated linkage system in my head on how to make these step bars hide away, but all I need to do really is have a cable on a cylinder pulling it back and have it spring activated down, and then have like a little latch that grabs a piece so that when you step on it, it can't curl back. And then the rope would pull on that latch and then pull the bar up. Really simple. Now that I think about it, it's not going to take me that long to do it, but I've got like an hour and a half to finish these step bars, so I'm going to do this for now. But I'm excited that will work very nicely. So I'm gonna cut these off, modify these brackets a bit, clean them up, paint them, weld this to that, drill a couple holes, bolt it, bam, done. And that's how the step bars were done on the Bronco too, just right through here. So we'll do the same. There we go. I guess if you're a sponsor, don't bother painting stuff when you send things to us. We got it. We'll take care of it. Tuning the F350, took it back to JR's diesel. Fantastic guy, thank you Josh. But while we were tuning it, all of a sudden we lost communication with the computer. Even though it was still shifting, it was shifting, but the shift points were off. And then on the way home, the shift points were much better, but with the torque converter not locking up, it got pretty hot. So it usually runs about 160 degrees, but it broke 200 when I was driving home. So we gotta fix that, especially if we're gonna put a gooseneck. I found this, just one bad ground wire broken off on my connection data link there. So I'm gonna fix that and we'll change the transmission again. And then I think all the tuning is pretty well done. One thing that we gotta do is steering box. We're having trouble turning right. It turns left no problem, but it doesn't want to turn right anymore. So we got a new red top, made in USA. I gotta get the old one out. Now I hope, my engine mount goes right there. I hope that I can get it off, because that would be a problem, but it's only 3 bolts. Lines are all nice and loose. So we're gonna try. I think I do have to rebuild my pump too, and we'll send that out to get fixed, but we'll do the steering motor first. Don't forget that we've got these fender covers on our website. Even though it's an old truck, I do kind of still want to keep it as nice as possible. It's got magnets and clips so it doesn't fall down. And for big trucks, you can still get your foot under there to stand on your tire if that's how high your truck is. So anyway, pull lines off, pull my steering column off, and then see if it still fits out the hole. Here we go. Okay, so my little Princess Auto puller was put to the ultimate test, pulling that. Put my arm off, but here's the crazy part. This steering box or steering motor is the exact same as it is on the Bronco. So did Ford over-engineer the steering box on the Bronco, or is it like way too small for an F350 with a 1,700-pound cat in it? Supposedly these are really good, so I hope they are. I left just enough room to get this in, because I did think ahead, as if you guys wondered whether or not I'd be able to get this in or out or not. But the front mount is right there. It just fits out, but I did, I think I did take the box off. It's just we couldn't afford a box at the time, or we couldn't get it in time, or something to that effect, but there's no choice now. That one won't turn right. I want to turn right as well as left. So we're gonna throw this one back in again. Don't adjust it. It says there is no play in the steering gear. It's your truck. It's your truck's fault. So we're gonna throw this back in, put some lines back on it, and take it down the road. Here we go. Okay, I'm using S6 Shell Spirax for power steering fluid. It's synthetic ATF. That's what we have in the transmission. It's good stuff, but I put this seafoam stuff in there and it stinks. It stank so bad before. I put like 6 quarts of S4 through there. Got a bunch from Lyle's exhaust. So I just ran the truck, kept the pressure line off, filled full 2 big jugs full of the oil. So got all that out of there. Now I got jacked up the front end, and we'll turn the steering wheel, or we'll turn the wheel manually, and you can see the oil bubbling. So we'll get the air out of the system, we'll drain it a bit, and then what we're gonna do is just fire it up, and without any weight on the steering, we'll turn the steering wheel all the way end to end until we hear it hit relief. And hopefully that'll bleed it enough that we get rid of that whine. If not, I have to rebuild the pump. But it emptied those jugs so fast, I don't think that there's an issue with the pump, but we'll see. Hopefully the pump's not too big, and hopefully my reservoir is not too small. But anyway, Such a nice little reservoir from Holley because it's got all the fittings on it that I need. But, all right, I'll straighten the wheel out, put the steering column back on, and then give her a go. That's exciting. Take it for a little cruise. Make sure we got no leak. Should be good. I love driving this thing. Okay, so I was test driving the truck and it was going really good. And all of a sudden I see misting on the windshield and the high pressure line cracked going to my my rail. So I think the issue is that you can see the crack right there. This little piece, this little straight piece is too long. So luckily Bill, he's got a shop that was 5 minutes away, so he's gonna make us a line if he's got the flat face O-ring. He should. With a lot shorter neck. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's too big.
Oh, well, if you got the big, then you've got the smaller one. That's the same.
Yeah, that, but it's that's a 3/8.
Oh, but that doesn't look any smaller
than that, right?
than that.
So that's going to be your restriction anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be all right. You want to see the crack? Look at, there's nothing else interesting here. Do you know Snapper? You don't know Snapper, but you follow Snapper, don't you, Bill?
Well, I don't follow him, but it's just that I come across him, so.
It's good for 4,000 PSI, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see it. Chokes there. But doesn't matter because that's there.
That's the same size.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Okay.
Nice.
So much you got to play with? How much did you see?
You can go half inch longer. Don't go
Half
shorter.
inch longer.
If you go shorter, I can't.
Right there. That gives you a half inch.
Yeah. Now it's gonna start hard for 2 weeks, and then we get all his air back out of it again.
Side fix.
There's no dust gonna be here for a bit. You're welcome. Yeah, we're about halfway on the dipstick, so it should fire. Well, that was annoying. But with that shorter bit, it shouldn't bounce as much. Nothing squirting. Transmission's fixed. It needs it bad. We got all the speeds, we got all the RPMs. Maybe that's why it went, I don't know, but I got to tow project frame up to Brantford tomorrow, so I hope we have better luck. Downtime is about 24 minutes. Aaron was like 6 minutes away at my place. I was just on my way back. Stopped at a shop. I needed one wrench. They had it. He's like, oh, you gotta go see Bill. I'm like, oh, I didn't know he lived that close. Bill was literally 4 minutes away. Made the hose. It's a good time. Could be a lot worse. Here we go. Okay, so it hauled this project very, very nicely. Now I gotta remember with that hose breaking, that was a brand new line, but when the car gets built, engineers get appointed to jobs, like how long and how many vibrations can that take before that part fails, and unfortunately I'm not an engineer, so now we got a shorter head on that bolt. I'll secure that line in the middle and one more problem fixed. But that, as much as I've replaced all the parts that I can on that, did the best as I can, I will still have problems, and that's why I don't like building them for people, because we broke down, we had 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, and we were back on the road again. For a customer that doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't look at, it pulls into the wrong spot, spills oil on the ground, all of a sudden you got environmentalists in the way, you've got a tow bill, you've got repairs, downtime, and our bill was $75, their bill could have been $700. So it's to be expected. That's why I got about 2,000 kilometers on it now. Still lots to do, but happy that it towed this, no problem. Transmission wasn't getting hot. I just wanted to double check with my gun, make sure that my gauges are accurate. And here we are. Now this is a little project I've been working on for quite a few years already, but it's nice when you come across the right people at the right time. And we are here at MTH Fabrication to get this to the next step. So it's been in the shop for a long time. It's always been in the background. So you guys can decide what you think it is and whether it's a good project or not. I'm excited because I don't know anything about it, and about everything actually, from custom building a frame from scratch to making it run and move into something that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. We're off to the next thing with the trailer, but yeah, here we go. Okay, so prepping the truck to go to another nice long road trip, and I cannot get this filter to stop leaking. We sprayed oil under here again, which means that the truck is not going to rust, but that was an expensive oil change again. So this filter's coming out. I took the line. Every time that this leaks, and it's a stupid O-ring on the side, it's a good filter, but the 4,000 PSI, it's an O-ring, and I've tried multiple different times, short of welding the whole thing on there. And when I do that, I'm just putting all sorts of new contaminants into the fuel system. So I just got a new line made and went straight to the pump, and it is what it is. So Go back to the video of how to bulletproof your cat. Unfortunately, this was not it. We've gone through a lot of oil now. I think the problem is it just vibrates too much. The whole engine vibrates, got the sonic vibration, and then those lines, they just, on those O-rings, or the O-rings let go. So we're pulling the filter out, and the filter I think was 60 pounds, plus the oil inside of it. We're losing another 80 pounds off the front of the truck, so that's not bad. We tried, and we failed, but that's not so bad. It'll do. We'll get there. So we drove 8 hours so far to Indianapolis. We're gonna hit a PRI, and so far so good. No leaks, all the fluids are staying in, temperatures are good, it's cruising nice. The 410s do kind of suck. It's kind of a toss-up, but we're learning stuff as we go. And if you go way back, people said throw the Super Duty axles in it. And like, well, let's get it running and moving first. And it's been a good summer. A few little kinks that we got out of the way. It's doing good now. Now we can start looking for some Super Duty axles, maybe some 373s. Just to get that top speed a little higher. But man, what a nice truck to drive, and what a good feeling to just like drive 20 hours. Yeah, it's not bad, eh? King Ranch interior, well worth it. Good upgrade. But anyway, we're gonna hit PRI and then another 13 hours, I think, to Canton, Texas. Here we go. All right, so Sunday morning, and we're on our way to Canton, Texas. We're gonna only have about 6 hours to go.
Yeah, we're a good time.
Yeah, it's actually cruising, so nice. We're having a great time. Music's going, smooth roads. We got the sun's up. It's like 70 degrees in Texas. It's a little chilly in the morning, but man, this is a perfect road trip before the end of the year.
Yeah, it's a good morning to go over Marketplace and see what we can find here.
I'm trying to convince Aaron to buy a gooseneck trailer, then buy a whole bunch of truck boxes or beds, stack them up on the back, and then we can get another 8-foot clean box, throw that upside down on the dually when driving home, and then find a boat with a blown engine, because I have that spare engine that I'm taking out of our boat. I have to put that in another boat, sell that boat, and then put the LS in our boat.
If we don't do that, we're pretty much just wasting our time what we're doing right now. So let's just get all that stuff, Aaron, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, truck's running like a top. Not using any oil. I got a tiny leak out of my breather at the top there to tighten that down. I think that's it. But mileage is really good. We figured out that we are getting about just over 15 miles to the gallon, and that's with 410 gears in the back, so we're still revving pretty high. 373 is a more comfortable one for longer trips, but the original 460 was, we figured out 9 miles to the gallon, so just over 50% better. So doing the calculations while we're driving because we're bored, with the conversion costing about 40 grand, if I drive 350,000 kilometers, then it'll pay for itself. Not that that's not why we did it, but the only issue we're having is that the back tank is not pumping into the front tank, so we have to stop every 3-4 hours to fill up again. And that's fine, we don't need to drive for 5-6 hours at a time. But I use the gas pump to pump it into the front tank, and I don't know if the pump quit or the wiring, it's not a big deal. But yeah, everything's going really, really well. We've got about 2 hours until Dallas. We're gonna camp out in Dallas, and then we'll be in Canton, Texas tomorrow morning. And honestly, the feeling of, you want a good feeling? Build a cool truck and then drive it, you know, 2,000 miles.
And having all the truckers going.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Why's that guy honking at me again?
It's pretty cool. Okay, we got a pretty good deal at the Westin, and valet parking is only $10 more than downstairs parking, and more than likely we're gonna scrape on the roof anyway.
Yeah, we won't fit under there.
So might as well valet park it. But I've never had a valet parking before. This is my first time. I feel weird. Only Andy's driven this truck.
Yeah. I know, I feel kind of weird about it too. It's kind of like someone making you breakfast at your house.
Yeah, I don't like it. What are you doing? We're from Ontario, Canada. We drove quite a ways. We're looking to buy another truck.
So just regularly, right? Yeah.
All right. Sounds like it's one of those at a construction site.
Yeah.
Are you a gearhead?
Dang. Well, this is the first I've seen that. I mean, I would say I have people that work in the mechanic shop business, but how do you like maintenance it? Do you need a specialist or something?
I am your specialist.
You are. Hey, I like that. That's perfect for the video. I am, man. I set you up for that one, man.
All right, so originally we thought about just flying down to Texas and crossing our fingers, hoping to get this thing started. But the more we thought about it, you know, this is the perfect opportunity to kind of test the long haul ability of the F350 and also a nice support vehicle. We needed to pick up parts, including tires for our Duramax project, run around, grab parts from part stores, things that we were missing, and also just in case we couldn't get the truck running, we could tow it home, worst case scenario. So you know me, what's the point of having a truck if you don't put something in the back? So we found a nice little 2006 Gator with a whole slew of problems in it, and we just had to have it. Perfect little pit buggy for us. Of course it doesn't run, we have to get it running, but you have to go to the other channel to go see that. These little gas engines can be annoying, but have some fun with it and fix it in the end. It's all worth it. Check it out on DGHD right now.
You know, it's kind of unfortunate. Just doing the U-joints right now. Just greasing them up. But what's kind of unfortunate, whenever people stop, take a look at the F3Kitty, I always feel bad because the best part about it, it has nothing to do with on top. It's all underneath. So like, I think from now on, if people say, oh, can I check it out? I'll just assume that they should want to slide underneath as well. So it is a work of art under here. All right, we're greased up.
I didn't know that GM made a holder for your key, right? Did you know that this is a holder for your key? It's supposed to be a holder for this, but... Go Andy! It's gonna start! It's gonna start, buddy! Everything's going really good. 350 miles down and about 1,000 to go. So that's not, I think we're gonna make it. I think it's gonna be a good day. I put my clean pants on because I'm not gonna work today.
God, I messed up nails because people comment on my thumbs, on my fingernails. They're like, what the hell happened? Yeah, someone said, what the hell happened to his fingernails?
we lost an intercooler boot. Coming up the hills, that's not great. That's a bad road to do this on. Aaron was driving it way too fast, way too hard. Look at the turbo noises! Woo! We gotta get this on and get out of here because this is not great. Time to hit up Vibrant Performance and get some actual boots. Keeps wanting to slide off. Because we just got off the highway there where we won't die. This is like an original clamp, whereas that was, I don't know, that's a cheaper clamp. So we're gonna move clamp over. And we dug deep into my suitcase and found my hairspray. I don't know if you've ever heard that trick. You spray a little bit of hairspray on the inside of the boot and it makes it sticky, and it's supposed to make it so it doesn't come off again. I like this not dying part.
Yeah, we're pretty good at it.
We gotta put a little disclaimer for all the wives watching, just fast forward
Yeah.
to the hair part. Everything's fine, no problem. It's because all the temperatures and everything we're doing fine, all the RPMs are fine, so it's okay, we can go a little bit faster. But I had my cruise set at 70 or 75, somewhere around there, and Aaron's trying to keep up. And then as soon as we got into the big hills, there's just too much boost, and we just lost the boot. Not a big deal. It's just a deal.
It's a deal.
That's
it
a deal.
What it is, yeah.
Make it so that it doesn't happen again. So we're gonna have some brake cleaning.
You know anyone that even says a boot? Like
No, I don't.
I don't.
No.
Like
It's a boat.
Yeah.
It's a boat, but I
I don't know. Yeah, whenever you get stuff at the board and they say, "Oh yeah, I knew you're Canadian," or "I knew someone was Canadian because they said a boot." I'm like, I also don't say "I's the buy."
Poser. Or what's this medical bill doing in my nail?
Yeah.
I've never said that either. It's got a bit of an angle to it. It was proof of concept, right? We got proof of concept. It works good. Disappointing that our cat build gave us more problems than our blown head gasket engine.
Oh yeah, our trip's over already, isn't it? We're like halfway.
We're like halfway.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're good. Pretty much.
I feel good about that, other than my socket kind of winded itself onto the threads. So,
Built-in adjuster.
yeah, we'll try that.
Big Valley, beautiful sight. Coming in quick, a little low in time. They're gonna get you just right. Pull you up to outer space. Wasn't that a good day? Red guitar, purple haze. Stick love and the ball was all you needed. How I could sing without drama, sing without. 'Cause I give it all. I'm going to Atlanta one day.
So not that I would have wanted to tow it all the way home from Texas, but the truck does it no problem. It's a nice ride, the airbag's in the back. It's as smooth, as straight as can be. I'm really happy with how the car's pulling. What a nice truck, what a good drive. Okay, so we're home, and this trip was more about the F350 than it was about the Sierra, but definitely check out the videos on the Sierra as well. This was just to prove that, you know, we built something and that it works. It can tow, it can reliably get us to where we need to be, but you don't just build something and it's automatically problem-free and reliable. And we had a lot of issues with the shifting, and thanks to Josh from J&R Ag and Diesel for helping us out with that. Some communication errors still throughout the summer. We had the leaking hoses with the high pressure oil pump and that. And if you get discouraged by setbacks like that, it can get really depressing. Just fight through it. Like, you did all that work already. You got to keep going to prove that, you know, it was worth it. And it absolutely is worth it. We got so many looks, especially pulling the Sierra just from the border back. Everybody's just loving that an old OBS is pulling like a brand new Duramax. Like, I still think these are brand new, but you know what I mean. Definitely, I hope this inspires you even more to keep going on your project. We're proud of the stuff that we build here, and want to take you along and show you realistically what's all involved. It's not easy, but it is very, very satisfying. So if you haven't already, the entire build series is in a nice, neat playlist at the front of the channel. Don't forget to go to the website and become a member. You can get discounts to all the companies that we work with to help you with your build. We got the calendars on there. If you're a member, you get a free calendar for all of our finished projects. There's 13 of them on there, and a great Christmas present or something to hang up in the waiting room in your office or whatever while customers are waiting for you to fix their stuff. But super happy to be back. Super happy that we had no real issues and that we've got another project. You'll have to check out the Sierra road trip home and what we're doing with that truck. Another beautiful project that we're gonna be proud of when we're done. So remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich, get out there and work on it. Here we go.